let's dive into a topic that is moving at, well, lightning speed: AI regulation. The tech itself is advancing every single day, but so are the rules that govern it. And that's creating a huge challenge for anyone out there building or deploying AI systems. So I want to start with a really direct question for you. Is your AI ready for the new rulebook? Because that rulebook is literally being written as we speak, and just trying to stay compliant is getting more and more complex by the day.
All right, first up, let's talk about this new AI rulebook. What we're really looking at here is a regulatory landscape that's just constantly shifting right under our feet.
Yeah, and what we're seeing isn't just, one new law popping up. It's more like a constant wave. This whole idea of evolving regulations, that is absolutely key. It's a new reality where the goalposts for compliance are just always on the move. And to make this really concrete, just look at what's happening in California. New laws there are setting super specific, really detailed requirements for AI systems. It's basically creating a blueprint that you can bet others are going to start following. It's a perfect example of how complex and, well, regional these rules are becoming. So, all of these new rules, they create this massive roadblock. Let's call it the manual audit problem. Because honestly, the old way of checking for compliance is just completely broken in this new environment.
I mean, for years, the standard approach was just to have humans manually review and audit systems. Picture it: teams of people, endless checklists, and weeks, maybe even months of work. That whole process was designed for a much, much slower, way more static world.
And this is where you really see the disconnect, right? On one hand, you've got manual audits. They're slow, they're costly, but today we need speed and efficiency. They are super prone to human error, but we need rock-solid reliability. And maybe the biggest thing, a manual audit is just a single snapshot in time. But these evolving regulations, they demand continuous, ongoing validation. We're talking about a massive gap.
So you have to ask, how in the world do we bridge that massive gap? Well, this is where automated testing comes into the picture. It's a fundamentally new approach to handling compliance.
And look, this isn't just some theoretical idea floating around. Companies are already building the tools to solve this exact problem. You've got AI-driven testing platforms, like Zap Test, which was mentioned in the source material, that are designed from the ground up to tackle this challenge by automating the entire validation process.
So what can these platforms actually check? Well, they can automatically validate critical safety standards. They can hunt for those hidden, tricky biases that humans might totally miss. And they can continuously verify that you're sticking to specific rules, like those new ones in California. It's kind of like a triple threat against non-compliance. Which brings us to the big payoff: the future of compliance. What does this whole shift actually mean for building and, even more importantly, for truly trusting AI?
And honestly, it all comes down to this one simple, powerful idea: no manual audits needed. Just think about that for a second. Imagine removing that entire slow, expensive, and error-prone process completely from your workflow. That is the real power of this shift.
Ultimately, when you put it all together, this automation unlocks three huge advantages. It allows teams to develop and deploy AI way faster. It provides much greater accuracy and validation, and it ensures that compliance isn't just a one-time check, but a continuous, ongoing process.
So as we wrap this up, let's look forward a bit. We've seen how automation can solve this huge compliance puzzle. But once it becomes the standard, what new doors does that open? And what's the next great challenge we're all going to face when it comes to building true, lasting trust in AI?